I would love to know what caused this policy change at Steam today regarding season passes on their platform. Sometimes things just happen in life and you know that it is the direct result of something or someone, one of those things like this is why we can't have nice things. And consider me out of the loop because I guess I don't know. I'm sure there's like one specific game or maybe like a set of games that are probably responsible for this. So let me let you in on what I'm yapping on about. You're probably wondering what exactly I'm talking about if you haven't read the title of the video. But yes, Steam has just updated their policy on season passes. Now, this is something that is affecting every single game on their platform and basically how they utilize their season passes in their games. I want to mention this too because I think the term battle pass is used a lot nowadays. There's a lot of battle passes like say on Fortnite and Call of Duty. I think you know what that is, right? It's something that you buy one time and it can just kind of give you access throughout that specific period of time to certain content as you like level up your character. That is actually kind of separate from a season pass. Yeah, a season pass, to my understanding anyway, is more of a one-time price for like any future DLC for a game, either for the entire duration of the game or for a specific period of time within a game's lifetime. So for example, the Blue's Clues RPG comes out that everybody's been talking about. I can buy the DLC expansions as they come out, maybe every 2 months for the next year for $20 each, or I can just buy the season pass now for $50, and that's going to guarantee that I get all of the bi-monthly DLCs, and it'll be for less of a price just up front. And I know you just got your credit card out and you are going onto Steam right now, you're ready to buy the Blue's Clues RPG, but I'm sorry, that was just an example that doesn't actually exist yet. But yeah, you get the picture. So yeah, anyway, Steam has updated their policy on season passes because I guess there's been some sort of an issue of game developers or publishers not delivering on promised content, and then people who bought the season pass are rightfully so upset. Essentially, Steam has updated their policy where devs and publishers have to be way less vague on the content that they are offering in a season pass. They have to be very specific pretty much about each item that is promised, and they have to be specific on when these pieces of content are going to be released. They have to either say what season of the game it's coming out or what year or specifically what quarter of the year. Also with this new policy, there are some heavy restrictions on delays. It seems that no more can developers and publishers just keep pushing back this promised content. They can now only delay content one time, and it can only be for a delay of no more than 3 months. If they want to delay for longer or for more than just that one time, it has to be actually approved by Valve. And yeah, I have no idea how that process would go as far as approving that. A season pass also has to include at least one piece of content at launch. I gotta be honest, I thought that was kind of the funniest part of the policy because you know that developers and publishers, they'll bypass that in the easiest way possible. You could just do like the simplest thing, at launch you could just say, oh, we're giving all characters a purple hat. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of silly. Now the last big thing here, and I think this is actually a very big thing. This is going to really make it so that devs and publishers really can't screw people over with season passes. This is Steam's policy now on refunds with season passes. So if promised season pass content is delayed by over 3 months or is canceled, customers are entitled to some sort of refund. This is big, but I also think it's kind of questionable too, because the way I understand it, the refund is only specifically for that specific unreleased content. Yeah, so if I understand that correctly, I don't really know how they would value that. Like if your season pass was going to include 5 pieces of content, each at $20 at original price, but your season pass is like $50, are you going to refund 1/5 of the $50 or are you going to refund the $20, which would be like the standalone price? I hope that makes sense, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking would maybe be a sort of problem here. So hopefully that is specifically addressed. But it does also say that Valve has more of a sort of discretionary stance where they can actually remove the season pass from sales completely if they deem it necessary. And I believe they can also issue full refunds of season passes, again, if they deem it necessary. I would assume this would only be for like very specific, crazy, dire circumstances. I assume that Steam won't just be like abusing this because obviously that would be pretty crazy. But overall, overall, I think that this is a very good thing, and it does seem that this is being very positively received. At the end of the day, this is going to do nothing but help the average consumer. It's going to protect them from any crazy season pass shenanigans from developers and publishers, which just brings me back to it. I mean, I really have to say, please somebody let me know who caused this policy to happen. I gotta know. I'm sure it's probably not just one game. I'm sure it's like a set of games. I'd love to know, but it's very clear now that Steam is going to make sure that that does not happen again.